What is up, everybody? So it's the Minifigure Guru and I'm here with another video. Sorry for not uploading yesterday or 2 days ago, sorry. I'm just really busy right now. One, I'm trying to get a job, hopefully that will pay into this. You know, I could start making videos on sets or whatever, or will pay into my Instagram or whatever. Hopefully I can get that. So I've been trying to get a job. Also, school just started. So on top of trying to get a job and then probably eventually getting one, I'm going to have school. So uploads may slow down to maybe 3 times, or every 3 days or like twice a week. I know, I should probably be uploading consistently, but it's very difficult for me, with all this stuff going on. But with that being said, let's get into this video. So you read the title. It's a serious critique of Lego Marvel superheroes. It's not too serious. I get that it's a kid's toy, but that doesn't mean they should just throw out consumers, because even if kids don't realize it, their parents, who are probably paying, are getting scammed. And I wouldn't call it scamming. They make quality sets. Let's get that out of the way too. They do make quality sets. There's a reason I'm still going to buy them, because they're quality. But does that mean they're perfect? No, and I feel there are some simple problems and simple ways to fix those set of problems. So let's start with the first one, and the one that may be less obvious to you. And that's the minifigures. Now, even though the minifigures are highly regarded and are probably the best part of Marvel sets easily, there are a fair few problems with them, and both are in regards to laziness. In 2 ways. We'll get the simpler one out of the way, and that's repeating of minifigures. The fact that we've seen the same Iron Man suit for the past 2 years and in every set this summer wave, and we've seen it before the summer wave, and we've seen it way too much. I think that it's definitely a problem, and there are so many other minifigures they could include instead of this Iron Man again, We see this Iron Man and they could include a different Iron Man suit, or they could include a whole new minifigure. There are hundreds to draw from the comics, and since they're making a comic book, it's a game, but since it's more comic booky and all that, I don't see why they can't just throw it in. They put Hawkeye in a set before they knew Hawkeye was going to be in there, and you know that because the Hawkeye they put in the set looks nothing like the one in the game. So that means they're willing to just throw in any minifigure. So they should, instead of being throwing in the same Iron Man suit with the same printing, not even unique faces. We're just getting the same figure over and over. So that's one example of laziness. Another is using the same molds, which kind of goes along with that, but not dual molding stuff. Harry Potter goes so incredibly hard on their minifigures. All of them are incredible. A lot of dual molding, detailed prints, new molds. But Lego, for Marvel, decides that, no, we're just gonna use this same mold. And then you get stuff like the Wasp helmet, the Ant-Man helmet. It just doesn't make sense. The newest Ant-Man helmet, I don't know if it's unique to this Ant-Man, but it should be molded. It shouldn't be that print. So you get what I mean? It's just laziness, in that sense of reusing molds. They've created multiple new molds for Harry Potter, but for Marvel superheroes, where the whole thing is their cool, unique costumes, they can't even do a new mold. And then even worse, stuff like the Iron Spider minifigure from 2018 Infinity War line is one of the laziest minifigures and a perfect example of what I'm talking about. The head is the exact same head we saw on the last Spider-Man, which is okay, but it still could have easily used a newer head. So that's very disappointing. Also, the legs, instead of dual molding, they cheaped out and just printed on the front, making it look very crappy. And then with the back mold, they use, for the claws, they use this black neck piece that stands out. Why wouldn't they put it in gold or red or whatever, something to make it blend in more and not just be this weird black sticking out? So stuff like that, it's just this lazy cutting corners in places that you think wouldn't really need to be cut. and I think it very much disappoints all of us. So that's one thing I hope we see change in. I feel that in a better universe, the Iron Spider would have had a new head, would have had dual molded legs, and a new mold for the kind of arms on the back. But we live in the universe where Lego, it doesn't do that. And even like if that raises the price, it can't raise it much. And I definitely take minifigures with dual molding on each one, or when needed, over or for like $5 extra, And plus they throw in these random things to bring it up to that even price. So take those random things out and start giving us quality minifigures, and then less stuff that's just going to be thrown in a bag, We get these little side builds that don't really mean anything, and these crappy minifigures. And the side builds are there. Literally, they don't even usually have a good play feature for kids. They're there just to raise the price. But the biggest problem with Marvel sets, and I think everyone knows that, is the builds. They are just very, very disappointing, especially when you have such a unique universe like Marvel and like superheroes, and you don't do anything with it, For Harry Potter, I get they're more like pronounced set pieces, but the incredible castles are just such a standout and proof that, Lego has the capability to do these incredible builds. I mean, both from the interior and exterior. We talked about this. Harry Potter's probably my favorite line. It just has so much going on. But with Marvel, yes, we get like the Avengers Tower, which is a great set. But we also get stuff like the Captain America like trike thing, and it just is very, very disappointing. And stuff like that is easy to give us good builds and good quality builds. Stuff like you could pull from anywhere, but just unique looking things. Maybe a cool looking facade to put in like a city, or a cool lab with a good exterior and interior. See, like there's all these different things, and that's just off the top of my head. I'm just spewing out things. If Lego took the time, like they do, to design and think up concepts, we all know they could do much better than what they do. And I understand that this is more of a problem with like $20 sets, but those $20 sets are important because, first off, those are what kids are buying, and again, just because they're kids doesn't mean they should be getting less quality. Like, I don't get it. Also, but just like there's just so much you can do with like $20, $25. I don't think they realize. Now, I'm completely fine with stuff like the $15 Infinity War set that came with a very lackluster build, because you get 2 incredible minifigures and 2 solid ones. And for $15, I'm not expecting greatness. So that, I don't mind. But even that was like a unique build that was really cool looking. And with like the Infinity War, the second smallest build, that you get part of the ship that attaches to the bigger ship. Like, what a good idea. Tie these sets in with each other. So like the $20 set would be a small attachment to the $100 set. So the $20 set would stand on its own, while also for the people that are getting the bigger sets, you have something bigger and better. So those are just my thoughts. I think that there is a lot of potential with Lego Marvel, and I think that they are slowly getting better, but there are definitely things I feel that they should be changing, and it's still one of my favorite lines, but that's just because I love Marvel, and if I didn't, I don't think I love the line, and that's a problem. So hopefully Lego will change some of these things and realize that there's potential in $20 sets, and potential in making new molds and stuff for cool minifigures. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'll try to upload as consistent as possible, but a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, goodbye.